It's really great to have you all here. Thank you so much for coming to our studio.
Thank you for having us.
I love music so much, and the sound of Brazilian music is so specific. Has such a strong rhythm, great beats. What was it like to bring the story to life and to celebrate culture?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a dream come true. This idea's been brewing for a long time, and Cammy and I are equally excited to represent Brazilian culture, specifically the lens of a Brazilian American, and also the lens of a synesthete, someone who experiences synesthesia and has this compulsion with music.
Yeah. What was it like collaborating with your real life partner?
Well, we met during the movie, so that's actually how this came to be. It was through the project that we got to meet each other and got to know each other.
I feel like they started to feel it.
Towards the end, yeah.
My sister said immediately, she was like, what the hell's going on?
What'd you say? I don't know.
Nothing. I'm the director. She's an actor and producer. We're professionals. We were not professionals.
What'd your mom say?
Over the moon. Couldn't be happier. In the movie, you know, as you see, my mom's trying to set me up with a Brazilian. It's a dream come true. So we to settle down and keep it within the culture.
And it was really sweet because I got to know his mom while I was getting to know him. Like, I met them both pretty much at the same time. I obviously met you over Zoom a few months before filming, but in person, I met them the same day. So I got to develop a relationship with her while developing.
When you met him over Zoom, did you have like that feeling?
I did. I really did. I had a work crush. I'd even talked to my Riverdale co-stars about it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I just, you know, I was just swooning, but I didn't know what it would be like until I met him in person. I didn't, you know, I couldn't put that theory to the test until we were in front of each other, and then it was very obvious after that.
So, how would you describe this film?
I'd say we follow the journey of a young guy who lives in a tight-knit Brazilian neighborhood with his mother, who tries to navigate and balance all the pressures of his life, romance, culture, relationships, while battling with this synesthetic condition where he uncontrollably turns situations into music.
I do that every day. My life is a musical.
Movies based on your life, man.
Dude, that's what I was like, this is some real stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, more times than not, when I'm walking down the street, I have my own soundtrack playing in my head.
I love that.
Yeah. I started in entertainment and musical theater, so I'm an actor.
Wow. Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, so life is a musical.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. I mean, so what was the best part of this experience? And how were you able to manage directing and being in it?
Yeah, it was challenging, but there was no other way for me to bring this to life. It's based on my life and my experience, and no one knows it better than I do. So wearing all the hats was definitely presented a set of obstacles, but
came really naturally to you.
Yeah, and all the different positions were very interwoven with each other. So composing the music and writing the script and directing and acting all felt like part of the same job.
How did you manage all of it? Because that can be overwhelming to be at the helm of all of it.
Yeah.
Well, I lived with it for so long. It's been in my head and my memory for years. So by the time we got to the day, I was very prepared, and there was nothing left to chance, really, and support of a great cast and crew and producers. There's no film without that.
But I also think when it's such a personal story, you kind of have to tell it yourself. You know, it's like you can't really give that responsibility to anybody else because you have that responsibility to yourself to tell it the way that it happened or the way that you envision it. So it was almost necessary for you to wear all those hats.
Yeah, that's right.
What did you love the most about your character?
I love what she represents. I really loved representing this like Brazilian American girl next door, and kind of her groundedness and how much she really saw Rudy for who he was and was helping him perceive this condition as a gift instead of something that was hindering him. So I feel like she brought a lot of light into his life, and yeah, I just liked I feel like she was opposite from me in some ways. Similar, I definitely share a lot of similarities, and there's a lot of personal aspects of her that I infused into her character. But you know, I definitely am a little bit more of a future-minded person. I think a lot in future tense and have a little bit of anxiety, and I loved playing Isabella, who's so present in the moment.
I think what's really beautiful about the story is that there are people out there that will watch this and will be able to see themselves and to know that it's okay if you do have this thing, right?
Embrace it.
Embrace it, because it really is your superpower and it really is a gift.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an asset.
It's an asset.
Yeah, and it's just figuring out how to recondition your brain into doing all those things. It takes sometimes it takes a lifetime.
Yeah.
It certainly took me longer than it probably should have. So it's like a non-musical musical, and it's a non-coming of age. You know, he's not that young, you know.
Yeah, there's also such a power in having someone in your life show up for you and be that witness for you to
That's
let
right.
you know that you do your thing. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not all lucky enough to have those forces in our life. So the Rudy in the film was.
So then, how much longer after you all wrapped did this really, really happen? I'm getting all up in your business now.
I mean, it was before we wrapped, I think.
Yeah, I mean the connection was being formed in real time as we were shooting. She immediately left to shoot another film, and as soon as
I went to shoot Upgraded after that.
In London, and I had another few weeks on Música, and as soon as I wrapped, I flew straight to Europe, and I saw her, and I started my director's cut editing remotely in London. Yeah.
We went for it, and I'm glad we did.
But the more we got to know each other, and we're here a year and a half later, the more I was working on the film, and it was like they coincided really well. Real life was reflecting fantasy.
Yeah,
because of the familiarity too of our cultural backgrounds, it felt like we had known each other for so much longer than we had. So I think that also just kind of helped everything feel kind of immediately intimate and connected. So everything felt very seamless, like our lives blended together very seamlessly.
Have you ever worked with a romantic partner before?
I have not worked with a romantic. Well, actually, that is a lie. Not for a long time, though.
Yeah.
You know, but like for a little bit.
It could be tricky.
It was tricky.
It's risky.
It didn't. I guess I'm saying that because it didn't really end well, but.
Sorry for struck
but yeah, I mean, it can be tough.
It is.
But this is. I mean, but this seems different.
Yeah.
Clearly, it was different.
Yeah.
Well, because we shot this film at the birth of a real life relationship.
Yeah.
If we were to do something now, maybe it'd be more challenging.
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop me from wanting to do it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, finally, what do you hope people take away?
Camila?
Rudy?
Well, I think you nailed a key message, which was embrace your faults, embrace your differences. I think this character has a really hard time self-realizing. He's easily influenced by all the forces around him. By the end of the film, he makes a choice. And that choice dictates the rest of his life and career. And I hope that people feel some sort of inspiration to do that for themselves. Camila?
What he said. I thought you were doing the nod.
What he said, yeah. No. I mean, what he said. But also, we talked a lot about duality. Being a child of immigrants is a very unique experience. You have to deal with navigating two cultures. And I hope that there are people out there that watch this movie, and whether they're Brazilian American or Japanese American or whatever, they can relate to the story of having two cultures within you that may clash at sometimes, but learning how to find the balance between those two.